Very soon, everyone will see the light on Cubarsi, defensive liability. Conversation have to be had on Cubarsi's poor form running from tail end of last season to this one. Cubarsi getting compared to Yeremina. And this Barcelona fan even took it far, saying he's forced to enjoy Cubarsi with the image of Dean Huijsen. All this after a single game against Levante. The overreaction needs to be stopped, man, from football overall. Football fans, football Twitter, everything. The overreaction needs to be stopped, man. I don't want to say this, but he's 18. And 18 as a centre-back is different from any other position. You can play until you're almost 40 playing in the centre-back. Heck, even the 30 is considered young for centre-backs. What are we doing now? What are you doing? Let me give you guys a timeline. He debuted back in January 2024 against Real Betis, if I'm not mistaken, when he was 16. And throughout the whole 2024, this guy has not put a single foot wrong. This guy pocketed Osimhen, who was on top of his game at that moment. Pocketed big strikers like Victor Osimhen in his first, if I'm not mistaken, even debut on Champions League. The first leg, Victor Osimhen absolutely bullied Inigo Martinez, but the second game, Victor Osimhen get absolutely pocketed by a 16-year-old Pau Cubarsi. And in that summer, he turned 17. And the next following season, he formed that amazing partnership with Inigo Martinez. And to be honest, throughout the whole season, he did not put a single foot wrong. Up until that game against Dortmund away, where he showed kind of an immaturity, where he just pushed Cubarsi off his penalty. And that game against Inter, in my opinion, for that fourth goal against Fratesi, he should have done way more. And that's one problem he has inside the box. He has some issues. And I've seen this on Twitter. He puts his arms behind his back, which makes him kind of immobile, which gives the striker or the attacker more edge, because by the time he tries to react, it's already too late. He's kind of handicapping himself by putting both of his arms behind his back. And I really hope he stopped doing that and just have his arm in front of him. And that's something that Araujo is actually good at. He does that all the time. Besides those two incidents in last season Champions League, I could be wrong, but has he actually even been bad? Has he? The preseason, this season, he was underwhelming in my opinion. He even had that mistake against FC Seoul where Barcelona conceded. He was very, very underwhelming in the preseason. The game against Mallorca, he was good. He was good, even though Barcelona didn't even have to defend that much. But the Levante game, despite the first goal, he was kind of shaky, but overall he was good. And this is the life of a centre-back, man. If you do some mistakes, it's over. Everyone's gonna highlight that one mistake, but if you play all the rest of the game amazing, don't put a single foot wrong, it doesn't matter. It does not matter, man. And to be honest, he gets away sometimes with a lot of trouble, more than Araujo. But the thing is, Araujo has made two huge mistakes in compared to Pau Cubarsi. For Araujo to be praised or to even gain Barcelona fans' trust, he has to put not a single foot wrong this season. He has to have an all-timer season. But with Cubarsi, he has not done a single mistake in the caliber of Araujo, in my opinion. And that's why he gets a little much away with mistakes. Not only negatives that Pau Cubarsi faced after the Levante game. Some football fans said, Tariq, shout out to Tariq, he said he rewatched the game and said Cubarsi did well many times, reading the situation, winning second balls. He looked spooky in 2 moments of the game and the fan base judged him on those moments. That's completely true. He was overall very, very good. But that first goal where he got skimmed, that was just absolute brilliant moment by Ivan Romero. But another situation he had. But overall, he was amazing. Alex said so much went under the radar, but such is the life of a centre-back. You see, I cannot agree anymore, because it doesn't matter how well you play overall the 90 minutes. If you make one mistake, everyone's gonna just pinpoint at that mistake. And the same goes for the goalkeepers. It's harsh. Neil said, it's obvious Cubarsi isn't immune to these lapses, but I don't think people quite comprehend how insane it is to expect an 18-year-old to lead this backline, not least in a system as exposing as it is. Even the best, most experienced centre-backs around the world would occasionally be made to silly. Yes, I agree, man. The high line is very, very hard because, first of all, the amount of spaces the other opposing teams get makes it very, very hard to even defend. Because all the time they have to run back to the line, they have to defend at the same time while they're running. It's very, very exposing line, which makes it very hard for the defenders to even, to perfect this. It's very, very hard. I mean, come on, sell Cubarsi, he's so ass. He's so overrated. Guys, we gotta stop overreacting, man. It's only 2 games into the season. What are we doing now? I'm seeing a lot of people wanting that 22-23 backline again, aka back Koundé, Araujo, Christensen and Balde lineup, who actually had an amazing season in La Liga. But if he continues to make mistakes, Hans Flick has to eventually drop him. But as of right now, it's too early, man. But let me know your thoughts.